are back.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to another episode of Hopped Up Gaming Presents Let's Play Earthbound. Is our audio working? I don't know. We took some time off between the insanity that we had last time, and now we're doing this again.
We just ate a lot of sushi and got pulled over.
Yeah, but like they thought we were drunk. Apparently the car smelled like booze, but it was just fish.
And teriyaki.
Just teriyaki.
But we keep it safe in the Hug crew.
Yeah, we don't drink and drive. We actually don't. Like, no, it's not. Yeah, it's a legit thing.
We don't endorse that on Hug.
Yeah, no, don't do that. Like, legitimately, drinking and driving, regardless of whether or not you get in some terrible accident and they kill someone, if you just get pulled over, it's gonna ruin your fucking life.
Yes.
Like,
Don't get caught.
Oh,
I'm not saying.
We're not just saying
don't get caught. I'm just saying don't fucking do it.
It's not worth it.
All right.
So where are we in the game?
We're in Saturn Valley.
So we're
We gotta
finished
go
with
to
inventory
Grapefruit
management now?
Falls.
Did you buy new equipment?
I bought everything, I think. I'm pretty sure. Oh, no. Equip the Magnum air gun.
Go back to the
I
store.
just did.
Okay, then we're good. We got everything. No, fuck you.
All right. So we got to go to Grapefruit Falls.
Yeah, and we gotta do some
Sounds
shit over
bitter.
there. I'm kind of glad that, like,
Does
we
anyone
managed
like
to...
grapefruit?
I'm a fan. Like, I don't seek it out, but if
I
it's
don't like
in
it.
front of me, I'll take it.
Fucking gross, man.
It's like, why do you like bitter citrus?
No. Why do you hate yourself?
Put a little
So
sugar
many-
on it.
So
It's
many
great.
better ones.
You shouldn't have to put sugar on fruit.
I'll just eat an orange, thank you.
Yeah. Like that's
Check
Can I eat an orange on the podcast on this recording? Will that sound really bad, or is that totally fine?
Oranges are silent.
Oranges are silent. The
Are
orange is silent.
not the way I eat oranges.
Jesus.
I don't know.
I was a little sick there.
I'm kind of glad we got a bit of a bit of time away from the 8 hours straight of Earthbound we played before.
Feels like we're going right back into it.
No, this is good because I feel like we're like
Full?
We're full. We're into this. I'm not dying. I'm not eating all day.
I no longer want to eat pizza because I no longer want to eat anything.
Yeah,
Ever.
like,
Anchovies?
I've eaten more today than 2 small oranges and a 6-pack of beer. Like,
A lot of fish died for what just happened.
oh god, that was kind of a massacre. Yeah,
Although,
Chicken.
what the fuck? Why did it take so goddamn long?
They didn't like me.
yeah. No,
Yeah.
they really didn't like you. They knew you were Chinese, and it was a Japanese restaurant.
Yeah.
They're fucking
They were Chinese,
really
yeah.
racist.
They were like Cantonese too. I knew what they were saying.
No, Japanese people are really racist.
Is this what we're doing? Is this how we're playing this one?
We've already added them to our list, yeah?
Are we it's almost midnight. When do we get blue? Like, how do we get blue? What does that even mean?
What the fuck are you saying?
Getting blue? That's a thing.
Alligators.
Sorry, we should probably pay like a bit of attention to what's happening on the game.
Yeah, what's going on?
Oh, armored frogs. I hate these fuckers.
Armored frogs.
Yeah.
So do certain enemies have like weaknesses and stuff?
Yeah.
How do you know?
Pokemon rules mostly.
Like how do you
apply.
know?
Really?
You just have to.
Full on Pokemon rules?
Not full on. For example, like the Trillionage Sprout, which is a plant,
Should burn.
is not weak to fire.
Great. Of course.
Okay.
It's actually, yeah. I mean, like they do have weaknesses, and
Punch a
usually,
motherfucker.
usually you can do it Pokemon style, but
Cook them frogs. That works.
Excuse me. Armored Frog B is attacking.
Frank and Emery are still like really under level, aren't they?
Emery is not. Frank is still behind,
Yeah.
but there's some good enemies in the Belch base that are good for leveling on.
Okay, perfect.
Foppies.
Oh yeah, those guys are great.
And you get they all line up. You'll fight like 6 of them at a time, and you just hit them with fucking like Sci-Fire.
We should probably get into battles. We shouldn't be running away from everything here.
I just don't really want to fight an alligator.
Too late. Oh, there we go.
That's weird.
Yeah, I feel like there were too many people and there was too much noise in the last episode. I'm kind of enjoying the peace and quiet.
Just look at the game.
Oh wow, he's about to die.
But yeah, all you can eat sushi is a fucking disaster, no matter when you go.
I've never seen
Always
that.
a
Really? Is that not a
glorious-
thing in the States?
Well, I mean, I don't really go out for sushi or anything like that.
Victorious. It's glorious.
It's a glorious,
battle.
victorious. Yeah, it's a man versus food environment.
Oh man, one of my friends ate a 12-egg omelet
That's pretty
and
good.
hash
12?
browns
That's pretty good too.
on New Year's Day when we were hungover.
So that's just
a
like,
bad
let's
time.
get the whole carton out.
Yeah, right?
You've never done that? I routinely usually make like 7-8 egg omelets or like scrambled eggs when I make eggs.
My mom has the belief that you shouldn't have more than one egg a day because it's terrible cholesterol for you.
Yeah, everything's gonna kill you.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a...
I mean, you probably shouldn't have more than one egg a day.
No, there's a lot of stuff with cholesterol. and
Plain
stuff.
crocodile. Just punch him.
Video games.
Punch him in his stupid face.
No, I mean, it's true, though. I mean, it's like that... Were you here when we were talking about that law in California?
No.
So they have this law that they passed by initiative, which means people actually voted on it.
That's great.
And it's basically like any product that is sold in the state of California that contains any chemical or component
For fuck's sake, just fight him.
that
Crocodile wasn't
causes
that
cancer or birth defects or any of this shit in 1 out of every 100,000 people, they have to label that on the
Right.
item. But it's like everything.
bad. That's like water.
Yeah, no, it's like glass.
Well, you shouldn't drink glass, for the record.
These are fire ants, aren't they? Oh, there's red ants.
Red androids.
But yeah, it's like that shit's on it. It's like everything fucking gives you cancer.
Hopped Up Gaming proclaims everything gives you cancer.
This podcast gives you cancer.
This podcast probably gives you cancer. Listen to podcast. We keep saying it's a podcast.
Listening to this podcast, making this podcast,
This video recording.
games.
Sugar packets give you cancer. Fluoride in your water gives you cancer.
Well, fluoride in your water gives you communism.
That's also true. You also get distilled communism from the chemicals they put in the chemtrails in the sky.
Yeah,
Yeah,
mind control.
mind control.
Don't
Yeah.
get your flu shots.
Don't ever get your flu shots.
I work at a hospital. I didn't get mine.
Exactly. I got mine and I got sick, and then I all of a sudden I woke up and it was a week
That means it
later and I
didn't
had a lot
work,
of blood
right?
on my hands.
Yeah.
I think I killed the president, but it was the secret president. So
The
you won't know
reptoid
about
president.
it. Yeah, exactly. They can just regrow a new one.
Illuminati.
The Illuminati,
President.
chemtrails.
President of the Illuminati. That's on his business card.
Illuminati president. How do you think the Illuminati works? Like, is it like a hiring scheme? Like, is it a voting thing? Like, who do
Pyramid
you think the
scheme.
head of the circle of 12
Oh,
are?
I did it! Yes!
Oh, good shit.
How the hiring process?
Well, like,
I assume it's
How does-
only white males.
well, obviously, it's like the first step to becoming part of the Illuminati is never having checked your privilege. So we won't make it. We check our privilege far too often.
Yeah.
But is it just sort of like, is it like the oldest dude makes it? Like, who's in charge of the Illuminati? How did he get there? Did he drink the most fluoride? I don't.
I drank the most Kool-Aid for sure.
It's damn straight.
I thought about joining the Freemasons.
Isn't that just kind of like a fucking summer club now, though?
Yeah.
It's like isn't it like Freemason
But
babysitting and
they
shit.
do like community service and stuff, and I have none of that on my resume.
It's like, what's the dumbest way I can get some community service? Oh, that's right, the Freemasons.
What's the most conspiratorial way I can get community service? Okay, we can't do anything for
Okay, I'm
3
gonna go
minutes.
eat an orange then.
Why?
Don't do shit for 3
Because the
minutes.
password is wait for 3 minutes. Can you grab me that open beer?
Yes.
Is there any more booze in the fridge?
Yes.
Yeah. We went on a beer run before you got here. Got that 311.
Oh, nice. I thought the other guys took them as they left.
I
guess
hope
they only
not.
took their
Because
own
I bought
beers.
one of them.
I bought the other.
Fuck you guys, I'm taking your beer.
We're gonna hang out with Graham. We're gonna take your beer. Oh dear, that's a funky waterfall. That reminds me of HM7 Waterfall Up. I think that's
Why?
what it's called, right? Waterfall Up.
I don't know, I only ever played first generation Pokemon.
Yeah,
Like, that's as far as I got into that shit.
that was in the later games. You can swirl up waterfalls, and it's a good water attack.
Did those motherfuckers steal our beers? Or did you
They
guys
took
just-
some back.
No, they didn't. They shouldn't have, because they didn't buy any of those beers.
What, are the beers not here?
There's like 3 beers in the fridge. We bought 12.
I don't know, man.
Maybe they were
No,
drinking
we
in the
bought
car.
16. They come in 8-packs.
Bitch. Oh no, it's in that fucking bag.
Oh, okay. You were about to go kill Mike.
I was getting ready to get rowdy.
So it did smell like beer in the car.
drinking all day.
And yes, we are drinking once again the 311.
Yeah, where this is our
Lager?
fourth different beer.
Yeah,
on
this is
the
the
ultimate.
311
This is
lager.
the beer convention of our podcast.
Yeah. Although you guys had this before, yeah.
Yeah, no, this is good stuff. Yeah, everyone who is not Mike has been drinking up a storm all day, so it doesn't actually make sense when the cop said, "This car reeks of booze."
Oh, that's what actually happened. Yeah, we got stopped at a liquor checkpoint on the way back from sushi, and apparently the car reeked of alcohol.
I thought it was just like fish, but you know what? I think we're both right.
It's been 3 minutes yet.
I don't know. I always worried I did it wrong.
Yeah, you gotta do
If
it.
you
start
move it
timer.
all, you gotta go through it again.
It's a stupid password.
It's a great password.
Well, it's one of these things, like, if you don't pay attention to what the dudes in Saturn Valley tell you, like, if you don't read it,
stuck.
you just have no idea. I've been stuck here before as like, a young man. And maybe as an adult. If this
3
doesn't
minutes,
work.
not 1 minute.
3.
Cool.
180 seconds.
That's great.
And that's an SNES count at 180 seconds, so I don't know what that even means.
Yeah, they have different time in Japan, I think.
Yeah.
Japanese time.
They have the long second? I don't know what that means.
There we go.
Yeah!
Okay, you may enter. Why not?
It's like some Fight Club shit. You just gotta stand on the front
Yeah,
porch.
you gotta
long
stand on
enough.
the porch for a while. Poppies.
Kick their ass. Alright, these guys are great experience, yeah. I think they're weak to ice.
I don't know, I always just use fire on them because it can just wipe out the whole line.
Yeah, true.
And they've only got like 120
That's the better way to
health.
do it. Yeah, that's the better way to do it. But yeah, shit, that was like 300 experience
It's
each.
a crazy experience.
I'm almost debating we should maybe just fucking run train on these guys for a little while.
What are
You look like a disgruntled old man over there. You okay there?
No, I'm good.
Is that like a tiny... a floppy?
I don't know what the fuck it
It's
is.
a floppy.
It's an amorphous blob. It's a worthless protoplasm.
Oh.
That's a foppy. Like, oh,
Fuck, dude.
none of them attacked me.
Perfect.
Ugh. What is a farm zombie? Are these like the zombies that killed Dale?
I guess so, yeah.
The
these
one
are,
that Carl brought out.
These are the ones that burned down Herschel's farm, yeah.
Fuck you, Carl.
Fucking Carl.
Just stay in the house. How fucking
You know what?
hard was that?
I've only watched the first 2-3 episodes of the new season, and the first episode, Carl's like capping zombies like a boss.
Oh yeah,
season
he's,
three?
he's
In season 3,
yeah,
like the
he's
first episode.
fucking killing zombies left and right.
He makes up for his fucking bullshit of season 2, yeah. The entire season was garbage.
It was-
we
I
can
mean,
all say that, right?
it's not terrible. It's just
Did you watch it weekly or all at once?
I watched it weekly.
Watching it all at once would be a death march, dude.
No, it's way better. Like
Fuck.
that show is way better. Like in a row kind of thing. Like not having to wait a whole week. Like, watch a few episodes and then it's like to watch it another one tomorrow or something like
They
that.
don't even do that much damage.
Yeah,
find a lot of
like
shows are-
Katie and I watched the first season like all in like one
And you can
sitting.
do that. Like the first and last episode of season 1 is actually pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
But
Go fuck that guy up. What are you doing?
nah, fuck.
Come on.
You need that XP.
Gotta grind that XP, dog. They have kidnapped Mr. Saturn's?
Yeah.
Fuck these guys.
Oh, there's a ton of floppies in here, I think. Nope.
Not even gonna bother running. I made a bad decision.
I don't know. It's
We don't really need a lot of psi for the boss because it's just fly honey done.
yeah. The second season of The Walking Dead is like it's like written well, but like none of the episodes work together. Like
Yes.
individual episodes are okay if you
Are
if
they
you weren't
really, though?
waiting for something to happen.
Yeah, it's just like a constant blue balls. Like nothing
Yeah.
ever really happens.
It's just there's
Should I
there's
tell
no
him about the baby? No.
No, I'll just keep...
Let's just tell the Asian guy. Oh, he's gonna tell everyone. Oh, he did.
Asian guys can't keep their mouths shut. Like, what the fuck was that about?
Give Frank the IQ capsule and the Broganizer.
I don't, Fuck Lori.
Oh yeah, no, yeah. Like, thank God she's dead, eh?
I mean, like...
That
by the
got
way, like,
spoiled by everyone.
For the
so
audience,
it's
like
okay.
full-on spoiler cast. We don't give a shit. It's like midnight here. We've been drinking.
That's how
eating
we
bad
approach
food all
spoilers,
day.
by the way. We tell you, and then we tell you that.
Yeah, we tell you. Oh, by the way, spoilers.
Spoiler alert.
You shouldn't have heard that last 45
Maybe you
seconds.
shouldn't have been listening.
Maybe you just shouldn't listen to us. I don't know.
Victim blaming.
This is your own fault.
You didn't remember why you're here?
That's my favorite response to, like, everything.
Spec Ops has broken our brain. Is that what you're saying?
It was like Emery was at the mall in Calgary or something. Do you even remember why you're here?
It's like, no, I don't.
He's also serving some Gygas guy.
Gigas?
This is interesting because if they say I've heard he's like serving Gygas.
Yeah.
That and these guys are like of their own barf race. That assumes that they existed before Gygas rolls deep on Earth.
To be fair, this is a different Earth than our Earth. Like, Mr. Saturns apparently are just a thing. Like, people are totally chill with these dudes.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. Like, throwing that one out there.
Dr. Saturn is the greatest scientist.
Unless they're like, I don't know,
ever known.
like, is that, if we're going on the idea that Eagle Land is England, like, are they the Irish? Like, what are we doing?
God damn it.
Boing. I'm really sorry.
We can write in English. Well, not according to Dave, apparently.
I don't know, maybe they're Welsh then. I don't know. Fuck.
That shit fucking cracked me up, though, when Dave was like, what is it with the Irish and writing in, like, oh god, was it? Like, explicating in atypical grammar?
Nothing makes any fucking sense. I should read Ulysses, shouldn't I?
No.
Really?
Just pretend you did.
That's the worst, though.
No, it's like, Ulysses is...
The only thing worse than the "oh, you've never been" guy is the "oh, I've pretended I've been there" guy. If that makes any
You've never
sense.
been.
Yeah, but lying as you're saying it, and then getting caught.
Don't get caught.
Don't get caught. If I lie and say I've read Ulysses and someone calls my shit, I'm done. I have to just walk out of the room.
Yeah, I mean, the thing about Ulysses is, like, I get it. I get why it's, like, the literary masterpiece. But, like... Maybe I'm, like, too plebeian to understand this.
You come
but,
from
like,
peasant stock.
I also want to enjoy myself a little bit.
That's
And
your first mistake.
that doesn't mean it needs to be, like, fucking happy-go-lucky YA lit or something like that. I don't care if it's crazy depressing, but I want to feel something and not have to struggle to get through it.
When you're fighting syntax, it's the worst fucking
Yeah,
feeling.
like like I read the Silmarillion, and it was
How?
what?
Why?
Yeah, it was fucking. It took me a really long time, and it was tough. And it's
Like,
like,
granted, you and I got drunk on Newfoundland Jamaican rum last night and talked
Talking
about Middle
Lord of the
Earth
Rings.
for like 3 hours, and that was
Really?
great. It was great.
I don't know how that happened. We were talking about privilege,
And it just kind of like fell
and
into
then the
it.
next thing I know, I was talking about Istari
Dear
and like Balrogs.
I
And
learned
shit.
Balrogs and
Oh, Balrog.
Gandalf are also like fallen angels, and it was all great. I loved it.
So how did Gandalf come back?
Gandalf is close. Do we have to do this?
Yes, you know what?
To be honest, that's the one thing that I've always wondered. Like, he fell and fell and fell into a mountain top somehow.
And he died.
Yeah, the what is it? The lowest dungeon, the tallest mountain, or something like that.
Shit, dude. I don't know. Don't look at me.
No. So they fall off the bridge of Khazad-dûm, and they
So
actually,
that's the You Shall Not Pass bridge?
yeah, they
Okay.
actually battle up that mountain. Like, it's not
but they
reflected.
just didn't show it.
Well, in the movie.
Yeah, it's not reflected well in the
Yeah.
movie. Like, they battle up there for days, and then Gandalf slays the Balrog, and then basically dies of his wounds.
Mhm.
But Gandalf is heavily associated with one of the particular gods in Middle Earth. And basically, he's like Gandalf. Gandalf is like his specific servant.
Mhm.
Like, the 5 wizards are all associated with individual gods.
Oh, there's only 5?
Yeah, there's
Where are the other 3?
well, there's Saruman and Radagast, and then there's the 2 blue wizards who are in the east, I think.
So you just never see, they're just mentioned
Gandalf is basically the only one who succeeds.
in...
in his
anything?
job, right? In the I think it's in the Second Age. In order to combat the rising power of Sauron, the gods create the Istari, which are the 5 wizards.
Okay.
And they're basically angels, right? Like they're members of the same like order of beings as Sauron and the Balrogs, which is like the next step down from the gods.
Right.
And they're immortal, and so they send the 5 wizards there at different times, like gradually during the Second Age, I think. And they're not supposed to directly interfere with Middle Earth. They're supposed to advise men and elves in how best to deal with Sauron.
Just like the weird Christian references. They're all like replete in Lord of the Rings. I didn't really notice at first.
No, Tolkien was deeply Catholic, right? And so it's like
You're just
like
hammering that L button, aren't you? Or that A button, aren't you?
fuck, kill these guys. But like they get sent there. The Radagast, more or less, it's suggested that he may have failed in his duty to do this.
He becomes a tree hugger, doesn't he?
Yeah, he gets too obsessed with plants and animals and doesn't really serve men.
He should be okay.
Saruman.
Are these all like the Silmarillion?
Oh, wrong room.
Silmarillion book stuff, or
The stuff about where the Istari comes from is from this. It's like one of the last chapters of the Silmarillion.
right?
At the very end of the Silmarillion, Tolkien just piles on all this fucking information.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, there's this other shit.
This is all important too.
Yeah,
Fuck you.
you're not really gonna understand what's happening in any of my books unless you've read this.
Oh, you've never been.
Yeah. It's, oh, you haven't read the Silmarillion? No, I haven't, because
No
it's a
one
long
has.
ass history book.
It's fucking incomprehensible. I got this from the library, Tolkien. I only have it for 2 weeks.
It took me like a solid month and a half to read that book, like on the bus and on the toilet.
Give Lane the vital capsule. I don't know what the fucking calorie stick is.
Calorie stick.
Calorie stick.
Yeah, it's food.
Sounds
That's
delicious.
his power bar. Like that's what it is.
Calorie stick sounds way cooler than power bar.
Yeah. I'd buy one. I'd buy a box.
We have too much shit again, don't we?
Vital capsule. Who am I giving this to?
Give it to Lane.
You know what I like about Far Cry 3 so far is the quick sell. Sell everything that you don't need in one button. Bam.
That's alright.
Really?
It's
Far Cry
stuff
3 is
you won't
alright.
be
Do you get to
needing
stuff it
use.
into ATMs?
Yeah,
Yes.
you get to skin a tiger and then shove the pelt into an ATM.
It's self-serve, it says.
I don't know how that works, but it works.
Where was that ATM earlier when I was trying to
Dude,
get cash?
Do you know how much better that game would have been if it all just turned out to be a drug trip? Like, fuck. They were so close to having, like, an amazing story.
They have a good drug trip in the beginning.
I don't
of the
know
game.
though. Like everyone always complains when stories cop out like that. Like when it was all a dream, right? Like,
Yeah, but like if it's a good story and it turns into it was all a dream, autism, snow globe bullshit, then that's one thing.
did the autism snow globe actually happen?
Yeah, it was a TV show. It was like a weird like hospital TV show that like ended with basically the writers saying, "Oh, it was all in a snow globe that an autistic boy owned."
What show was this?
I don't fucking know, like the 80s or the 70s. I just know that that's a lot of people. Yeah, you'll be fine. But yeah, like when it's a bad story, and Far Cry 3 has a bad story. Back me up on this one, please.
It's better than Far Cry 2.
That doesn't say much.
Far Cry 2 had a story.
Far Cry 2
I
was
haven't
a
gotten that
game?
far into it, so I don't know.
Far Cry 2 wasn't a game.
How have you finished Far Cry 3?
Yeah.
Jesus. How long did it take you?
I don't know. Too long?
20
37
hours?
Probably more in the 30s than the 20s.
Oh, Jesus.
I had like it was like 2 weeks ago. I had a Friday, and it was just like I'm tired. I'm not gonna go out tonight. I'm just gonna sit here, listen to some podcasts, and fucking truck through this stupid game.
I do enjoy how beautiful it looks on my computer, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a pretty game on the PC.
Mike and I were noticing yesterday. We were running Crusader Kings.
What's in that door? Great. That's how you do it.
That was your fault.
How was that my fault? Fight like an adult.
Slimy little pile.
Jesus.
We were
Are these
noticing.
like the Zubats of this game?
Kind of.
Is
They're
this-
harder to kill though.
Zubats,
No.
Rattatas, and Geodudes?
Thank God.
I think the mushrooms are like the Zubats. Like they're not hard, but there's so many of them at like certain parts of the game.
It adds to the game time.
Dude, I hate that shit.
Dude, man, we gotta grind out those experience, man. Gotta get them Chivo points.
No Chivos.
It's all a matter of perception, man. There are Chivos in this game, you just can't see them.
We just don't get a fancy trophy and some
Yeah, we just don't
points.
get some bullshit trophy for it. They're still there. Still exists.
What are the achievements, Norris?
I don't know. Got 100 butterflies. Feel good about it.
Feel real good about yourself.
Yeah.
Oh, the reason why Gandalf lives.
Right.
Yeah, but more importantly, yes.
So, their job is to, and my interpretation of why he gets sent back. He gets sent back by one of the gods, right? Who deems it too early for him to leave. And
That's a lot of fucking slimes.
my interpretation of that is that it's because he's allowed to go back because he dies directly because of or indirectly because of the interference of Saruman, who is violating his job. Because they're trying to go over the Misty Mountains, and then Saruman like blocks them out with a blizzard,
Yeah.
and then they have to go under them, and then they're killed by, or he's killed by fighting the Balrog.
Yep.
And he was doing everything in his power to avoid going under the Misty Mountains. But
Probably should have warned the Fellowship that there was some dark shit down there.
you know, he
He
like
kind of did.
he says that there's some dark shit down there,
Not
but
that. He
never
didn't
is he
emphasize
like,
it.
there's an ancient evil made of fire and shadow. Also, nothing you can do against it will work.
Listen, there's an anti-me down there who's super pissed.
He's really mad.
Yeah, that thing must have been pretty bored, just like doing nothing all
But like
day.
he does tell them, but like he tells them when the Balrog like shows up, and it's like, oh, by the way, the dwarves dug too greedily and too deep, and they fucked some shit up. We should probably run right now.
He also doesn't tell Gimli that all of Gimli's like friends and relatives are dead.
Also true, yeah. That's fuck yeah.
How does he know?
Well, they've been dead for a long time too.
Yeah.
Where's Gimli been?
The Iron Hills, I think.
I don't know. Just
What do you want?
You know what? Ask me anything, all right? You could be making all of this shit up, and I'm just, oh yeah, no, that makes total sense. Yeah, like you're a smarter man than I. You're probably just making all
Magic.
of this up.
And
Gotta
then
be
magic.
convincing.
All you have to do is convince me. That's all you have to do.
There's actually, I'm bummed. There's a Lord of the Rings history class being offered next quarter that I can't take. I can take it, but it's at 8:30 in the morning, so I'm not going to.
Yeah, exactly.
shucks.
That might as well be can't take it. Yeah.
It's in the history department, and it's just a class that is taught as though it were a real history class, but the history is like Middle Earth.
This is what happens when more and more of us become like teachers.
Yeah. I think
You know what? I really want a StarCraft class. I'm gonna teach you guys how to play StarCraft.
I feel like UW used to have one of those.
I'm sure there's a Jedi philosophy
There was a
class
Smash Bros
somewhere.
class, I think, in a university
Oh,
somewhere
wow.
in the States. Which is, I don't even, there's no merit to that. It's not a real game.
Whoa. Alienating the crowd.
Listen. Okay?
Now
You
we're
go to
offending
Evo.
video gamers.
You go to EVO. You're not gonna fucking see, like, the Smash Bros champs in the same room as fucking Daigo, alright?
Yeah. You're right.
I am right. Come at me.
Who's calling me?
Me. Do you have friends?
It's a Canadian number.
You didn't tell us
Hello?
this. Was it Dave?
I don't know.
You getting weird fucking phone calls in Canada now?
I never should have come here.
You never should have come. Only bad things happen in Canada.
That's a phone call. It's
Answer
like,
a bunch of questions about the Lord of the Rings.
there's a building near the Bubble Street that needs to be cleared out, if you know what I mean.
Yeah. I'm gonna go take a bunch of acid and murder a bunch of Russian gangsters.
Hey, Bill, your hotline dating scene. Oh, fuck. This asshole.
We're mostly good.
Dude, you just give him the fly honey.
I gotta get this Psy Caramel too. Should put the sugar on it.
Sugar on candy?
Hell yeah.
Seems dangerous.
Hell yeah, it does.
Okay, what does that noise make? Like, is that a York? Like, how do you...
York. Heeg. Japanese people, I think, trying to figure out what it sounds like when.
Like, are they doing like phonetically? Like, I don't get it.
Garg, ga, garg.
Gah, ah. pain of true nausea is a pain I understand all too well.
Yeah, I was understanding it earlier.
Yeah. Don't eat taquitos, ladies and gentlemen. There's no reason to eat taquitos.
Did not.
No, he doesn't have it.
Oh, the 7-Eleven ones? The ones that rotate constantly?
Yeah. Took down 3 of those at about noon today. Still feeling it.
Those things are a fucking hate crime.
You realize there was
why
like a
you
whole
do that.
food court down there too, right?
I don't know why. I was hungover, and it was like... You know, you never make good decisions when you're hungover.
I feel like you actively seek bad decisions, though, when you're hungover.
It's like, oh, fuck.
Can you beat this boss without having the fly honey? Is it possible?
I mean, I assume it is, but I imagine it's like
Fucking stupid hard.
crazy hard.
Shoot a bottle rocket. Oh, Frank's sick. I've had one of those days, Master Barf.
When you're just eating honey.
Just like fucking losing it, eating honey.
There's a dude I work with who has like a little thing of honey at his desk, and every once in a while he just like takes a pull off of it.
Yum.
Never goes bad. Totally fine.
I called him out on it once. I was like, dude, are you just eating honey? He was like, yeah.
What's your problem?
What do you want?
You know what's money?
That sounds good though.
That's fucking weird. No, you know what? You're right.
You ever get honey with your McNuggets? At
No.
McDonald's?
I'm a honey mustard man myself.
Honey mustard's great, but
I
just
like-
like honey on its own.
I like honey and McNuggets. It's quite interesting and tasty.
Someone call me. Am I missing phone calls too?
Someone's
Oh,
about
yeah,
to kick in the door and kill us all.
I'm really bad at this, but Dave's been calling us for the last 15 minutes.
Oh, good.
Heal Frank.
Dave, the other member of our podcast.
Hey!
Getting off a plane from the Nova Scotia. That's part of Canada, right?
Okay, good. So he's not like downstairs
It's like waiting
screaming at us.
Yeah, it's me, Bill, and Vince right now. Alright, sweet.
I think that guy told me I smell like pee.
No, you smell like alcohol.
So you want the good news or the better news?
Wash barf off your body. God, have I done that before?
Oh, so it's another Saturday, I see then. So you guys want the good news or the better news?
Good news first.
The good news is Dave will be here in a half hour. The better news is he's not drunk off his ass.
Norris!
Go wash the barf off your body.
New Year's...
Not yet. Wash the barf first.
Oh, yeah. New Year's...
I can't stay too long though because the SkyTrain's gonna close soon.
I'm sleeping on the couch, I don't know.
How late does SkyTrain run?
Pretty
On the weekends,
12:30.
Really?
Well, it depends. Like the different lines have different last train times. It's confusing. It's stupid.
Drink the coffee. This is important. Everyone shut the fuck up.
This is basically the midway point of the game.
Is this a cutscene?
Yeah. All text.
That's how Earthbound do.
It's like Star Wars. Galaxy far, far away.
Does anyone want to know anything more about Istari?
I think we should try to deconstruct like the Earthbound universe. Let's try to keep this somewhat on track for a little
Do you
bit.
even remember why you're here?
Do you remember
It was Pokey who knocked on your
worst
door.
person in your neighborhood?
Remember that fat kid next door? What an asshole, eh? I have thought a lot. We have experienced the pain of battle many times.
Yeah. Especially when you find Mondo Mole.
Fucking Mondo Mole. I won. Emery. Oh my god, this is not... That doesn't get not funny.
It's been funny every time it's come up.
Although he's kind of a bitch, he came from far away, so that counts for something.
Right?
Yeah, come on.
Right?
Jesus.
Stay at the airport.
Yeah, he's coming taking SkyTrain over here. Yeah.
Sick.
Oh.
Yeah, man. The Lord of the Rings is basically one of these things where, like, you get you get into the shame spiral,
And you just keep fucking turning.
and you come out with a doctorate.
I did that with Star Wars.
Like all the expanded universe stuff.
I have essentially like the history book of Star Wars.
Oh wow.
Do you think anyone's ever gotten in a fight? Like a Star Wars fan's ever gotten in a fight with Lord of the Rings fan? And if so, like
Star
how
Trek,
often?
maybe.
1,000 times probably.
I've never witnessed one of those things. And I
Which
always
one of
wanna
our
see
stories about a quaint rural boy being taken in by an old wizard is better?
it. Which hero's journey is better?
Yeah, which one is more like Joseph Campbell or Hegel?
Except the Force makes more sense.
Midichlorians. Fuck you.
Yeah, it's based on science.
I'm glad that they phased that out.
That shit ain't G canon.
It's not, apparently.
G canon is my term of 2012, by the way.
I still like Hard J.
That's still my most hated line of Phantom Menace. So,
What was
Master
it,
Qui-Gon, I heard Yoda talking about midichlorians, and I was wondering, what are midichlorians?
Shut up, Haley. You ruined that movie. Well, a lot of things ruined that movie, but you didn't help.
No, that was the younger guy,
Yeah.
Jake
Oh,
Lloyd.
Was it Jake
Something-
Lloyd?
I think that's his
I
name.
always just blame Haley Joel
And
Osment. I don't know.
he's just
Same
like
guy.
he's just
Same
like
person.
Star Wars has
I
like.
wish you luck. I wish you luck.
Have you read his thing? It's just like Star Wars has ruined my movie. I don't want to do movies ever again.
Yeah.
Yeah, because he got made
Like,
fun
it's
of his
ruined
entire
my-
fucking
yeah.
childhood. Yeah.
Same thing happened to Mark Hamill.
Yeah, probably.
I mean, Mark Hamill,
Well,
like...
dude was in his 20s when he did Star
Yeah.
Wars, so that's
Yeah,
probably
no,
a
I know,
little
but he, like, had no career in like, his face being on screen after
That's
that.
true.
I mean, he's a great voice actor.
Yeah,
He
he's-
does a lot of voice
better.
work.
He's like one of the best, yeah.
But, like, yeah, it was just, you just can't, like, the only person who survived those movies as
Harrison Ford.
an actor was Harrison Ford.
Yeah, what did Carrie Fisher do after?
Lots of coke.
Yeah, that a
And
girl.
one episode of 30 Rock.
Fucking Carrie Fisher. She's, like, the only actor from those movies who's on the commentary.
When do I get my paycheck?
Yeah.
George! George, when do I get my paycheck?
George, do I ask Disney now?
Fucking Billy D. Williams isn't even on those things.
He's got that cold money. He doesn't have to do
He's
shit.
got that Cold 45 money.
You should say before we go up here.
Oh,
Oh, Milky Well.
The Milky Well, yeah, that's the next sanctuary.
We
We should save and end this because we're at about 1,100 beats.
Are we?
Yeah.
Holy fuck. Alright, we should stop this then.
Time flies when you're having fun.
Save, and then we'll start up the next episode.
Fuck. Is there a phone in here?
Yes. I love this music. It should be my ringtone.
Dad just deposited 5 G's in my bank account.
Listen, I know I've been gone for a long time, but take $5,000 and shut the fuck up.
Man, I need that.
You need, like, an absentee, like, patronage sort of situation?
Alright.
Alright, this has been episode... I don't even know anymore. This has been another episode of Hopped Up Gaming Presents.
The Lord of the
Let's
Rings
play-
special.
Let's play Earthbound, the Lord of the Rings History Edition.
Middle Earth edition.
See you.